It's peak wildfire season in Northeast Florida, and we're on your side with some proactive steps that you can take around your yard to help reduce the threat. The trees and the shrubs that you plant really can make a big difference when it comes to protecting your home.
All it takes is a slight breeze to start and one little ember, and it will push a fire quick.
This is a scene the Florida Forest Service has seen far too many times.
As more of our urban areas start to sprawl and start moving outwards, we're challenged with the threats of a potential wildfire due to those neighborhoods backing up to those wooded areas.
Robert Chase, a wildfire mitigation specialist, says there are two areas you need to focus on: your house and the landscape around it.
If you want to make sure that your roofs and gutters are cleaned of all that dead leaves and debris and pine needles, that can catch an ember. You know, just because that fire is not next to your house doesn't mean that an ember can float, get pushed away from that fire, and end up in your property.
Creating a buffer around your home can also reduce the threat of a wildfire by slowing it down or even stopping it.
Break down your house into 4 zones. And that most critical zone is that first zone.
Zone 1 extends 30 feet from your house. Make sure you plant the right types of trees and shrubs that are less flammable, like crepe myrtles and azaleas. Stay away from planting things like pampas grass and pines because they can be highly flammable.
Another big thing we don't think about is our mulch. Mulch is extremely flammable, especially when it's dry. If you're going to keep that mulch next to your house, make sure it's at least moist.
Also, prune tree limbs so the lowest branches are 6 to 10 feet from the ground.
Anything that fire is traveling on the ground and it hits that ladder fuel, which is a vine or low-laying branches, it's going to carry right up to that tree. If you have an adjacent tree to it, now it's catching that one as well.
Now, to see a list of the least flammable and the most flammable trees and shrubs and other tips, just look for the story on firstcoastnews.com. I've linked all that information to the story. Peak wildfire season here runs through May.